Hello guys, welcome to chapter 5 on dplyr package by R programming tips. In this particular tutorial we will talk about if underscore else function from dplyr package. So let's install the package. If you have not installed the package, you can make use of this particular command. If you have already installed the package, then we have to load the package. So I'm going to use library function to load the package, and I'm going to load my data set by making use of read.csv file. So line 22 to 24, what we are doing here is that we are replicating our data couple of times, and we are doing this so that I can show you how much time it takes to evaluate if underscore else statement compared to if else statement. Okay, so right now I have a data set college which has got close to 1.4 million rows and 19 columns. Okay, now I'm hoping that you all are aware of if else function from the base package, and then why we should use if underscore else function. One of the reasons is that if underscore else function is faster than if else function. Okay, let's see how fast that is, and that's why we have replicated our data set. So if else function has got a very simple syntax, and it takes three arguments. First is the condition which you want to provide. Second is if this condition is true, then what should be done. So in my case, I am saying if the grad rate is greater than 50, then it should be good score, else it should be bad score. And I'm using system.time to capture the running time of this particular command. So if I run this, it's going to take some time because we are talking about 1.4 million rows. You can see that the time taken by the system to run this command is 0.81 seconds. Okay, now I'm gonna use if underscore else statement, and it also has the same syntax. That first one is your condition. If this condition is true, then what needs to be done, and if this condition is false, then what should be done. If I show you, there's another argument which it can take. We'll talk about that argument in a while. So let's run and see how much time it takes. So it just took 0.19 seconds to complete run this exact same condition, or you can say the command or the statement which I have run here by using if else statement. Okay, so one thing is very certain, that this if underscore else statement runs faster than if else statement. Second is that it can handle missing values. So if underscore else function, as I said, takes another argument which can handle missing values. So let us introduce some missing values in my data set. I'm gonna introduce, let's say here, certain missing values. So I'm gonna make first three observations from private as missing. Now if you will view the data set, you can see that we have got missing values here. Okay, now if underscore else, I'm saying college private is equal to yes, then it should be yes, else it should be no. And for all the missing values, I'm gonna say missing. So wherever NA is there, it will be replaced by missing. Let's run this and let's view our data set again. So you can see the first three observations were missing, and now we have, instead of NAs, we have missing here. Okay, now this extra feature or argument which takes care of missing values can be of great help. So the last thing which we want to cover here is that unlike if else function, if underscore else function can retain the data type. And let's see what I mean by that. I'm taking this example from the document of if underscore else. If you want to see, I will show you if underscore else. And if I run this, if I go down, you can see I've used this example to explain you this. So what I'm doing here, what they have done here is they have created a vector x, a factor vector of x. So if you check the class of it, it says it's a factor. Okay, in fact, if you print this, you will find that it's a factor variable which has got 4 different levels in this case. Now if I use if else function and I'm putting this condition, if in the x abc is present, then it should be x, else we should have an factor of na. That is, I'm introducing na. So wherever d is available, it will be replaced by an na value. So let's run this and let's check the class. So you can see the class has become integer now. Okay, whereas if you would have used if underscore else, the same command if I pass, if I show you the class, it says factor. Okay, so you can see that if you use if underscore else function, your code is gonna be a little faster. You will be able to handle the missing values. Plus, unlike if else function, if underscore else function retains the data type, which is sometimes very important and helps you in efficient coding. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Happy learning.